there, friends. Good afternoon. Let me grab my coaster here real quick for my coffee. Good afternoon. Hi, I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button here. Just waiting for it to pop on over. It should happen any moment here. I hope. Hopefully. Yeah, welcome to the chat. So this should be good. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know when you come in, so I know we're good to roll. I'm gonna double check that I pushed the right button. And yep, we're good. Well, today is Thursday, and I am here in the afternoon on a Thursday, which is unusual, but it's not going to be unusual moving forward. I actually have some plans for the rest of this month. Here we go. Hey friends, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hi, how are you? Hello. Hi, Anne. Hi from Minnesota. Anne, is this your first time here on a live? I can't remember if you've come in before. And if it is, welcome. Hi. Hi, Yessie and Sam. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all doing today? I am just finishing up, finally made it to a live. Yay. Like, oh, you know what? Yessie, I totally get that. I totally get that. Life is so busy, and it goes in like these spurts, right, of just like ultimate busyness, and then there's like the slow moments, and then back to like crazy, and then back to slow. So yes, I totally get it. No big deal. I'm glad to have you here. It's good. It's nice to see your name. And Anne, all right, yes, it is your first time. Welcome. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Janine. Hi, everybody. So today, I have a couple things that we're going to be doing today. Number one, before I popped on, I was trying to get my title done for my Dia de los Muertos album, which I think I'm going to finish that before we do the story planning, because that is the last thing I need to do to finish that album. Or to finish like what I'm going to complete of that album, and then it's just off my shoulders. So I'm going to get that done with you guys first today. I have 4 more letters to back. And then after that, we're going to work through the Care story kit, and we're going to story plan for how I'm going to use the story kit Care for Story Kit Crush. So we'll divvy it all out. We'll figure out a bunch of different stories, and then that's going to be this afternoon. Then this evening, I'm actually going to come back again for a second live at 7:30 tonight. And during that live, I'm going to put together 2 of those layouts. I need one for each of the Fridays coming up this month. So I want to get both of them done so I can then spend my evening editing the videos, getting it voiced over, and then I can have everything up for tomorrow. And then also for the Friday when we are in Mexico. So that's my plan for today. So we're going to plan this afternoon, and then we're going to assemble 2 stories this evening. And then tomorrow at this time, the same time that we are right now, we're going to put away D-Stash Halloween and get out Christmas and get it organized. So that's kind of my plan for the next 2 days. And then we'll have a week off when I am gone to Mexico. And then we'll come back and we'll just be full force December daily. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, turn you guys around so you can see my desk here. And then we'll get to work finishing this cut file, and then we'll work on the Care story kit. So let's go ahead and flip you over. I'm going to see what you guys are saying too. Hi, Luli and Deb. Good afternoon. There's literally nothing better in the day than coming on here. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to put this phone on airplane mode because I feel like that's what's happening. Why it keeps like freezing and all that stuff. Okay, let's airplane mode you. Yep, we're good. Okay. So, anyway, I was going to say, there's nothing better than coming on here in the afternoon and just like chatting with you guys while we make stuff. Because I've been working on some things throughout the day. So it's just kind of like a good break to actually speak out loud instead of like stay in my room all silent. And where are you going in Mexico? We are going to Playa de Carmen, which is just outside of Cancun. We're staying at an all-inclusive resort. My younger sister, is getting married there, so it's a resort in an area that her fiance's husband really likes. His family is from Mexico, but they're from a town called, I don't know if it's a town or a city. I've never been there. Called Chetumal, and it basically borders Belize, so it's really really south Mexico. Um, that's where he was born and raised. Was there until I think he eventually went to like a boarding school that specialized in swimming, like athletic sports, and his sport of choice was swimming. That's how he and my sister met. They were both on their college swim team together. But he did that. He went away to school at the age of like 14 and then came to the States for college. So, it's just an interesting journey for the foreign exchange students, So, anyway, so we're going to Playa del Carmen, and we're staying at some all-inclusive resort. We all decided to stay for the whole week, so the wedding is on Thursday, because they wanted to get married on 11/11, which is also their dating anniversary. So it just kind of carries over. My sister, what she really wanted to do is get married in 11/11/2020, just for, I guess it's just easy, It would be cool to be married on 11/11/2020. But obviously that did not work out because of the pandemic. And I was teasing her. I was like, you know what? It would be really cool if you were 11/11/22, because it's like double the 11s, And she's like, yeah, we're not waiting another year. So anyway, so we're going down there. We're staying for a week because if we're going all the way in Mexico, we might as well. Might as well stay for a week. And it's the whole family is staying. His family's only going to stay for a little bit. But we'll finally get to meet his younger brother, so that's pretty cool. And we met his parents 2 years ago. They came here to Michigan for Axel's graduation when he graduated from college, from his undergraduate. Right? Yes, it was undergraduate, because it was... No. No, it wasn't. It was when he got into his PhD program at MSU. So that's what it was. Or not PhD. He's getting his master's. He's going to go for his PhD after he gets his master's. It's all very confusing. All that school stuff. He has an undergrad. He's getting his master's. And then he's going to go for his PhD. Yes, that is correct. So anyway, Oh, did I forget a pattern here? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I had 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I only had 6. All right, I'm gonna need another color. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I only had 6. Okay, I'll have to come up with another color here in a minute. Let's do green next. So ready for December Daily, Yessie, huh? Yeah, me too. Your first December Daily foundation page and your title page. Oh, you guys, I'm so jealous. I think once I get my Halloween stuff put away, then I need to start filling out my Excel file. So I have an Excel form that I use to help me keep track of my pages and my stories and like all the stuff. And essentially there's like a column for a whole bunch of different things. And if you're if you're taking the prep party on Saturday or going to the prep party on Saturday, there is a lesson in there that is diverse approaches to December Daily, and a bunch of contributors to that. There's actually two lessons in the prep party where there's a handful of contributors talking about their approach to different things. So one is like the approach to the whole album, and one is approach to stories. So it should be really, really cool. So I contributed to the lesson about approaches, and I talked about planning and how I plan my stories and all that stuff. So that is where the prompt list is going to be, like the first point of reference will be there. When I get back from Mexico, I'll make a blog post for it and put it in the blog as well. So if you're not taking the prep party, you'll still get it. I just probably won't have time to do that until I get back. And then I'm also including a template of my Excel file that I use. So if you're curious what that looks like, you'll be able to see it and use it if you want. But basically I have like a column for every day of the month. And then I put in the description, like there's a column that's the number, and then a column that's like, here's the story. And then a column that's, like product that I want to use, or design ideas that I have, or whatever. So I usually fill that out first, so I get a game plan for what my album is going to kind of look like. And then once I have that figured out, I start to prep those pages. So that is the first thing I need to do, is get in there and fill out my Excel file for this year. That always makes me feel way better too when I have it filled out, because it's like, okay, like now I feel like I have a game plan now. Like I don't feel like I'm over here in left field wondering what to do. You know? All right, so you hoped your daughter is going to be born on 2/2/2. That's awesome. You are 8/2, 12/2. Oh, that would have been really cool. On 2/21. That's awesome. Who else? Oh, Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Excel file for Dee Dee. Yeah, see, I don't mess around. I got Excel files. I got all the things. But for me, that's what makes me feel prepared and not anxious, right? Hey, Paula. Welcome in for today. So we're just finishing up this cut file really quick, and then I'm going to grab my care kit, and we're going to plan it. That is pretty much it for today. Jonah is downstairs watching Blippi on his tablet. So we won't be here for too long, otherwise he'll just be staring at a screen all day. He's already been staring at a screen all day. Ugh, that kid. I've got to get him potty trained and in school. Seriously. Just for his own sake. I gotta figure out what else do I want to do here. I purposefully did not put these in rainbow order because I just want it to be colorful and not like a rainbow, even though it has all the colors of the rainbow pretty much. But yeah. Stay on there, you. What? Somebody just rang my doorbell. Oh, you guys, hold on 1 second. I don't know what this is. Give me 1 second. Hello. Yes, fridge. I'm gonna open it up. guys, sorry about that. So, Erin made an appointment for the consumer. So, Consumers Energy will come and pick up your old fridge and give you a gift certificate for it, or a gift card for it. And apparently he set up the appointment for today, but then he's at the office. He went into work and they just showed up. So they just took my fridge, and the old fridge. And that's done. So sorry about that. I had no idea they were coming at this time. Oh well, good thing I was home. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to give him a hard time about that later. Oh, that's funny, Paul. You were watching yesterday's and forgot to jump over it. That's hilarious. Yep. Well, luckily, we haven't done too much yet. We're just trying to get this. I want to get this done. If I can just get this done, then I can put this thing on the shelf. Well, as soon as my album gets here, I can put this on the shelf, and it's done. You know? I just want to be done with it. I think, you know what is going to be really nice about this? So this new plan for how to document our Dia de los Muertos celebrations. By the time I get to these layouts, right, in the album, I'm pretty pooped out on the whole Halloween, October, all of that stuff, and just ready to dive into the Christmas stuff, you know? And if I make this much more simple, which is what we're doing here, then it won't take me forever to do it. It's just kind of like typing up a story, throwing it in there, calling that done. So it'll be much less intense, which is good, but still captures the stories. I was showing this to Aaron yesterday, and he's like, he made a joke, in poor taste, of course. That's like, you know, like, oh my God, this is now he's like, these are gonna be our growing, like, death books. I'm like, whatever, Aaron. Like, this is not a death book. This is a celebration of life book. Like, no, whatever. Such a jerk. All right. Janet, yay! You haven't even started up. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. You guys, I was talking to Janet, who is a girl in a sweater, who, if you don't know, is one of the co-hosts of Paper Talk. I was talking to her last night and giving her a hard time for never making it here. I told her she needed to come on here because she's famous, and you guys would show her all the love. Death book, right? I know. He's such a jerk, Paula. He's such a jerk. I was like, you take that back. She made it. Yay. Hilarious. Janine, this is going to be your first December daily? I didn't know that. I didn't know that this was your first one. Okay. I could do teal. I might do this like, although that's probably too close to that color. Maybe not. But you know what? I'll do gray. That'll work. This like gray. Yep. Decision made. Last letter. And then we're done with this. Famous. LOL. You're welcome. I haven't listened to the new episode yet. They're the one of you and Josie. That's on my to-do list for today, is to go listen to that. If any of you don't know of the podcast, Paper Talk, that's what it's called. It's called Paper Talk. You should look it up. It's on all of the different things, but I talk about them all the time, so you guys probably already know. You already know, I'm sure. And probably already listen, because it's awesome. So, are you guys working on anything today? Anybody making crafts? Or just working at your normal work? What are you guys up to today? And in addition to that, what are you guys up to this weekend? Who is going to the prep party on Saturday? Anybody? Anybody gonna make it to the live event. I'm so jealous if you are. I wish I could go. Technically, we're still in town on Saturday. We're still here, but I'm supposed to be packing to go out of the country. And I think Aaron would kill me if I was like, hey, I'm going to go watch this 10-hour thing. He would kill me. So therefore I can't go. Plus, I'm the one who has to pack anyways. So meaning like pack for the kids and all that stuff. Like he doesn't do that. Or he would, you know, but still I would have to go through and double check it all anyways. So that's just how I am. Let's see. Caleb, you're working on October daily while Gabriella is sleeping. Oh. What day are you on, or what story are you on, Caleb? Are you getting close to being done, or are you just kind of taking your time and being cool with that? Luli, you're only going for a little bit. That's okay. Any little bit is good, you know, and gets you kind of like pumped up for it. And then you can always go back and rewatch more later, you know, or come watch it with us on the 20th. Or with me, with whoever shows up alongside me on the 20th. Working, but obviously not working. Hilarious, Eileen. That's so funny. I feel you. You're going to watch the replay, Yessie. You're at Crop and Crate. Oh, I didn't know that the Crop and Crate was the same weekend. Huh. What else we got? And you are prep partying. Hanging out in your craft room. That's going to be so fun. Last year I hosted it with Tashi, and the year before that, when Allie did it, I remember like I watched it at home in my basement, but basically just did laundry the whole day. like watched the whole prep party while I folded laundry for the entire day, and then cleaned things, and it was awesome, and I loved it. Like, even though I wasn't doing anything for my December daily, it just made me feel so excited to get started. I think that was my second year doing the project. Let's see. Paula, you're going to the prep party. Awesome. Caleb, you're going to the cabin. So, yeah. You would rather stay at home. That's not allowed. Yeah, that's not allowed. You got to go be with your family, man. Yes. You're on the live on Saturday. Husband's taking your daughter to see his parents. So you're just all by yourself, Deb? Oh, man. That's pretty awesome. What a cool thing that he's going to just like take Michaela over to the family and let you have a day to yourself. That's really sweet. You're on story 10. Okay. Don't have as much time as you used to. Yep. Get used to that. The older they get, the more demanding they get too. Apparently until they're like much, much older, right? And even then they're probably still demanding. Paul, you're coming on the 20th too. Awesome. Yes. So if you guys don't know, on the 20th, I'm going to host like a viewing party. And basically what that means is that we individually watch the prep day, and then we can like chat about it over Zoom. And I think I'm going to plan some activities to do too. Like maybe some challenges and do some giveaways and just make it kind of like a fun little holiday party almost. I thought that sounded fun. Which I didn't even think about that until I think it was Emma asked me, like, what is this? Then I had a chance to think about, like, wait a second, I probably should make this, like, more of a thing. Okay, so there we go. So those are now backed. So now I need my title page here so I can stick it all down, and then this part is done. And they're upside down. Maybe. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to need that anymore. Well, I might need it, so I'll keep that out. That I'm going to put away. This. Okay. is the transparency. So for this, I'm just going to use regular old adhesive. You cleaned out your pantry while you watched? That's so funny. Not doing December daily, it's so intimidating. I get that too, Eileen. It is kind of an intimidating project. It doesn't have to be, but I think sometimes it's hard to not get caught up in all of it when, especially when the community is sharing, you know, like a December daily doesn't have to be all this like crazy, just like an October daily does not have to be like what I made my October daily into. It doesn't have to be that at all. It's really just intentionally telling stories, right? But sometimes when you are watching what's going on, grab a scrap piece of paper here. When you're watching what everybody else is doing, and then there's that pressure to make your pages look like that or to spend more time on it, you know. Therefore, it can feel intimidating. But I think it's really good that you know that that's not going to be a thing for you, you know, so it gives you the permission to just not do it. And that's pretty cool too. All right, so this puppy, actually I do want this. All right. So this one I'm gonna put like right in the middle here. Like that. And then the other one, the reason I backed this is because back here it was all like overlapping each other. And so if I just put the cut file down, it wouldn't have looked very good. So instead, I just backed them both. And I'm just gonna stick them back to back so it looks like it's all just one big piece. All right. So, don't need that. I think I'm gonna line up this part, and then that will help me to line up the other parts. Okay. So then that's how this is going to look in here. And I've got the yellow album coming, so it won't go in the purple one. Even though I like it in the purple one, that would have been a fine choice too. So we've got the Dia de los Muertos, and then I did go ahead and adhere these back to back. I did go ahead and stitch that down. We've got the title pages. So for these, what I did is I went through my alphabets and I spelled out everybody's name. So like my grandma was Joanne Benedict, so I've got her on here. And then this will be a full page photo of her, which I don't have right now. And I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just work on this some other time. Even if it's next year, you know, I can find a picture next year. And then on the inside of this, I have this like a Mexican banner up at the top. And my plan is to add in text underneath it that just has general information. So like when was my grandma born? Where did she grow up? When did she meet and marry my grandpa? Who are their kids? What did she do for a career? And then when and how did she die? So that's kind of my plan for that. And then on this side, I've got a photo from the ofrenda, and then I have the story that we told on Dia de los Muertos this year. And so I will repeat that. I'll either put in just stories, I might put in photos, depending on like what photos I can find of her, that kind of thing. And so then there's a section for everybody, hence the death book, I guess, whatever. So we've got my husband's cousin, and so this will be the same format, right? Full page photo, information about him, and then stories. And then Aunt Joanne, who is my husband's great aunt. So same thing, and then the stories, and then his grandpa just passed away this year, which means that he won't go on the ofrenda until next year. But I did want to go ahead and set a section up for him, so we've got his title page, and then, you know, eventually we'll get to his stuff. So that is going to be my Dia de los Muertos book, and what I will do from here on out in future years, I'm planning to add one story into the main portion here. So like right now I've got what is Dia de los Muertos, and I've got why do we celebrate it. And then I might do a story next year about, you know, the components of our ofrenda. I might do a story one year about making pan de muerto. Or I could do a story about, you know, watching the movie Coco, because we do that every year. It's like this is going to be more of like the traditions of the holiday. And then the future, or the consecutive sections after that are going to be specifically about the people and the stories. So that is my plan. Which is why it becomes a little less overwhelming to do, because now next year I just need to fill out a story card, right? Like one of these for each of them. And then next year I'll probably see if I can talk to our family to get the big photos, and then maybe get some of the background story on the people so that that's at least in there. But that's going to be it for that book, which means that my October daily and my Dia de los Muertos is done. And that means that I can put all of my supplies away tomorrow. So yay for that. Now, let's go through some planning. Yay! What you all maybe came here for today. We're going to plan out the Care Story Kit, which is the kit I'm using for Story Kit Crush in November. So the first videos will post tomorrow. So yay for that. Now, what I'm going to do most likely is come up with a way to use up pretty much all of this kit, but I'm only going to complete the stories for the 4 Fridays in November. And can you guys double check a calendar for me and make sure that there are only 4 Fridays in November and not 5? Because I can't remember, and everything that I have a calendar on is currently in use. So let me know. Let me know if there are 4 or 5. So we've got the 6x4 cards. We've got the 3x4 cards. We've got the full chipboard set here. We've got some tiny phrase stickers and some puffy heart stickers. And I don't know which of these was add-ons and which of these came in the kit. Like, I think these might have been potentially add-ons. I've got the felt butterflies, which I do know were add-ons. I've got the vellum hearts here. There are these pocket hearts, which I also know were an add-on. These patches, which I don't remember what those were. There is a whole bunch of whatever this is called, cork pieces, hearts, butterflies, stars, and then some wood veneer pieces and the the plastic words. So we got handle with care, caring a bit less, caring deeply, and then just the word care. So I am going to begin this process with this. So like for sure I know, dying laughing. What are you laughing about? I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, today is November 4th. And yes, there are 4. Okay, good. Cool. So I need to come up with 4 that we're actually going to do. Papel picado. Did I say that right? Papel picado for the banners. Will you have this album displayed on your ofrenda? You know, that's actually a really good idea. I should do that for the ofrenda. That's a really great idea. And let me see if there are any other questions real quick. Did you make the story cards? I did. So for those story cards, I actually used the stamp set. This one. It was the Ali Edwards, Laura Wanzik collaboration, and it's the color blocked alphabet stamps. So I used that, and I stamped the word story up the side of the card in like a rainbow of colors. And then I can just repeat that every year. I used Ali Edwards inks for it too. So just ones that I knew I would always have. Yes. Okay, cool. So I know for sure that I'm going to use these hearts as probably one whole layout. Like those are all going to go on one layout. So I'm going to keep those over there. So let's go through the cards first and see. you know, what sentiments pop out at me. Before starting the video today, while I was working on backing those pieces, I did do the Allie Edwards class content, and I watched her intro video because sometimes that helps to spark some ideas, and I wrote down the different ideas that she listed. So I do have that as a reference point for some different story ideas that we could do. And then we'll just see what we got. So we have a couple patterns. Handle with care. This one's another pattern that says take good care, caring about this right now, things I care about, things I don't care about. Another pattern. So this one's very pattern heavy. Be kinder to yourself and then let your kindness flood the world. Okay. That's all right. So we've got take care, which goes really well with that. Paying attention and self-care. So this is like a self-care 1 through 5. What is this? The story of when I took care of someone. Okay. Paying attention. The time for deep care is now. Showing up. The story of when someone took care of me. Okay, this was actually a story concept that Allie had that I thought was a really good one. So maybe I'll set those together. This story feels like a big warm hug. Caring less about these things right now. Was there like a... And I did actually get into this kit and I used it for a class that I did. So, I mean, I don't remember what I used already. What did I use out of this? I don't remember. It might have been like one card. Okay, so caring less about these things right now. So over it. What is this? Caring more about the things that matter most and less about the things that matter least. What is this? Welfare, provision, average. So this is just like maybe the definition of care. It looks like. Every little thing is going to be all right. Bob Marley. Oh, such a good song. Taking care of me. Okay. All right. So what is sparking? All right. So I'm thinking, oops. Okay. I am thinking that maybe these can all go together for a story. I like the self-care and I like this orange because it goes really nicely together. What do these say? Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that leads others to join you. It's RBG. Fall in love with taking care of yourself. Fall in love with the path of deep healing. Fall in love with becoming the best version of yourself, but with patience, compassion, and respect to your own journey. That kind of goes nicely with that. If we could look into each other's heart and understand the unique challenges each one of us face, I think we would treat each other much more gently and with more love, patience, tolerance, and care. Isn't that the truth? Okay, so handle with care, caring a bit less, caring deeply. So wait. Yeah, that's a less as well. Caring less. I have an idea for this, actually. Although it's here twice. So, I kind of like this version of it. I'm thinking potentially of doing a story. So Jonah's going to be the ring bearer for my sister at her wedding. And this could be a really cute sentiment for him with the little box that has rings in it, like handle with care. I think that would be really cute. What do these have? Taking care of stuff. Big love for this. Like that could go there too. The story. You know, and then maybe put like a maybe I'll put some of these cork hearts there. Is this the year of the butterfly? I know, right? Well, it's, you know, the interesting thing is that this little grouping of cork pieces is actually, I believe, the same grouping of cork pieces that came in one of the One Little Word mini kits. I'm pretty sure. Is there even smaller? Yes. I'm thinking I might put some of these like cork hearts over here. We'll use some of those on the layout because it is going to be their wedding, right? What do these say? Self-care, don't care, handle with care. I care about this, taking care of you. How many of these have a sentiment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right. And then these two. Oh, I definitely used some of the hearts too, by the way. So these are not all of the vellum hearts. I did use some. So, okay, here is what I am thinking. Those can go together. This is about be kinder to yourself and let your kindness flood the world. And then this is fall in love with taking care of yourself. Possibly that. Thinking like possibly, I don't know, maybe not this. I need to figure out how to use those. Okay, taking great care. Letting this one go. Nope, I didn't. Yep, I care about this so much. Taking care of stuff. Self-care for the win. Caring deeply. Oh, there's a care more and a care less. So let's... Did I have a care more? Yeah, right here. There's care more, care less. Maybe I'll put that there. That just says care deeply. That one kind of can go there. The self-care for the win. I like that there's two stories, like the story. These could be interesting. What is this? I wish we could. Actually, yes, I kind of like those a lot together. What pattern could I use with you? No, but what I could do, I have the, where did I put the stamp? I have the stamp set somewhere around here. I thought it was with all this. Maybe not. Might have put it over here. There it is. Ow. Okay. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this and those. Was there anything else that would go nicely? Like maybe this one. And I also would like to set aside some stuff for, for Project Life. So let's maybe figure that out. So for Project Life, maybe we'll do like this one. So that's going to be good for journaling. That one maybe. Maybe that one. I kind of like the way that looks. Or actually, that could go cool here. Or where did all those circles go? Maybe up there, actually. Okay, every little thing's going to be all right. So I like taking care of me. Maybe those can go together. And everything's going to be all right. Self-care. Be kinder to yourself. This one's Project Life. This one is Taking Care. Oh, this is always the fun part, right? Like, where do I put this stuff? Oh, you know what? That could go cool up there. Let's do that. Okay, this story feels like a warm hug. So maybe I'll do that one there. And this every little thing's going to be all right. Can maybe go there. Okay, so then I've got these hearts. And a bunch of wood veneer and some butterflies. One more of these. So, and a bunch of these. Darn. Okay. So maybe that is a very orange butterfly. You know what? That would be kind of cute there. What if we just put the oranges there? All the yellows together are pretty, and this pink one. Okay, what do we have for this? Care for each other. So I'm like, what if maybe. This one's such a bright pink, you know? So bright. I don't like it with that. What about this, though? Like, taking charge of my own story looks like this. I do kind of like that, though. So maybe that. What do we have? Story of someone took care of me when I took care of someone. We've got letting this one go. Hello, cats. Taking great care. Okay, so maybe that can go there. Taking care of stuff, that can definitely go there. Nope, I don't care. And then we have two, the stories. So I think that could go there too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Story of someone who took time to care. Oh my gosh, those cats. Okay, I think I'm gonna put all 5 of those there. I think the 2 stories I'm gonna put there. Caring deeply. Then I've got these, right? These are the things that I don't have anything for. And these. So, and this. Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way. Okay, so maybe those can go together. How many of these are like self-care, handle with care, I care about this, don't care, taking care of you? I like these as journaling jumping off points. It's kind of what I'm debating on of how can I create a layout that lets me use these all on a page. I also kind of like that better there, you know? Taking charge of my own story, caring a bit less. That I like as its own thing. Potentially with maybe some of this other pattern in there. What does this say? Caring more about the things that matter most and less about things that matter at least. Actually, I could probably put that there. That might be good. I wish there was one that said, like, I almost wish they had wood veneer of these two. Like, things I care about, things I don't care about. Because we have caring a bit less. Or I wish there was, like, caring a bit less and caring a bit more. And I know that's what this is supposed to be, but, you know. Take care. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get these used. Okay, well, what is this one up here? So this one is, yes, I care about this. If we could look into each other's hearts and understand the unique challenges each one of us faces, I think we would be. So maybe like handle with care actually could go up there, and then maybe this could go here. And then maybe I can stamp a subtitle, right? So then we just have caring a bit less. And this guy. What's your great ideas? I'm going to see your great ideas. So we've got trying no screens for the kids during the week and 2 hours on the weekends. So I have to be an example. Yes, that is a really good idea. We have the same problem where we have way too much screen time. Okay, so I think for now, let me set these over here to the side and we'll see if we can come up with something later. Because what I'm running into, actually there is this one card, caring less about these things right now, right? So maybe, let's see if we can come up with something for that. Maybe I'll stick this one over here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it there. If I don't use this fabric piece here, then it'll just go in my stash and I'll use it somewhere else at some other point in time. And that's okay. I don't have to use every single piece. I just like to have a plan for it if I can. I'm going to take these out for a minute so I can dump all of the cork pieces. All right, so let me move this back here. And let's get started. So we've got, I might not have enough of these sheets. That's okay. This will also challenge me to have some different layout concepts. Okay, so I've got 3x8, which I do have. Where did this come from? I think this was part of maybe the travel collection where there was this like grayish 3x8 album. I'm pretty sure that it was with the travel collection. And what I thought I could do with this is to have a 3x8 story album, because all of my story albums are this color. They're like my big ones, my small ones, they're all the same color. So then that gives me an opportunity to work inside of that if I want to. You know, why not? It's an empty album. I might as well fill it up. So this I'm thinking I want to do in my pocket page notebook. I think that will be a good story for there. And then this one needs to be on something bigger. This is Project Life. So we'll grab a 9 by 12 for that one. Set it up there. Then I'm thinking that this one's going to be a 6 by 8 for Jonah. That'll be a Jonah story. One of these I want to do for Izzy in a 6 by 8. And I think this one is what I'll do for her in a 6 by 8. Okay, so that gives me an Izzy story, a Jonah story, a pocket page notebook story, Project Life. Let's do the self-care. This I'm going to put it as a 6 by 8, but I'm actually going to put this inside of my one little word journal because it seems really fitting for that. This one's going to be on a big page. This one's going to be on a big page. So I'm just going to put those to the side for now. This one, the things I care about, things I don't care about. Which, what do I want to do here? Man, that butterfly is just so pink. You know what? I wonder if I have any of my, where are you, one little word? I think you're over there. I'm pretty sure the one little word album came with, or supplies, came with some butterflies. Let me see if I find those real quick. In here? Yes. So, what if we cheated and nobody will know. I think I'll put the pink one in here to use with one little word and use the gray one there instead. So that will be that. All right, put this back in here. Okay, so Caleb, I saw you had a question. Do you get the things for every release? Not necessarily. So, you know, actually, I kind of want that butterfly back. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. But I do really like that gray one, how it takes up the space. Okay. Give me that back. Come back, you. But also, nope. I was like, maybe the black would look pretty cool with this. No. Nope, I'm not really that big a fan. Interesting. Interesting. Or what if we did, no. I'm just gonna put those back. So to answer your question, no, I don't get everything for every release. Some of them, it depends. It depends. Some of them they'll send us all the stuff and some of them they won't. So like the travel collection, they actually sent the whole team. We got everything in the release, which that has never happened before. That I know of. Like that's never been a thing where we just got it all. So that was something special for sure, where they just kind of gave us all the things. And then trying to think if there's anything else they did that for. The quarterly scrapbooking kits, we get those too. At least for the first year. I don't know if they'll continue that for next year or not. But we get the stories by the month physical kit. And then everything else we get digitally. And we have the option to buy the kits and subscribe to the kits and buy the extra releases. Like, for example, the new Storytelling Basics stuff just came out today, and we won't get any of that. But we can purchase it, and as part of being on the design team, we do get a discount off of that. So, and that helps a lot because it's not cheap, you know? So, yeah. All right, so I think I'm going to keep the pink one because I like it with this, actually. Okay. That's going to be separate. So I like this right here, things I care about, things I don't care about. I think what I'm going to do is put this in, actually might just go ahead and sketch this right now while I'm thinking about it. So I'm thinking this can go in a 6x8, like my 6x8, and we'll call this like care, don't care. Don't care. This is the care story kit. This will go in family album. Okay, so if I were to do the, this would be like the pattern. So I'm going to go real simple and do the butterfly. Okay, that's the worst butterfly you ever saw, but don't tell anybody. Whatever. And then the chipboard that says taking charge. This can be a photo. And then this, I'm thinking I'll do another separate, like where there are two separate ones, and cut this card apart where we can have two titles. So things I care about and things I don't. Right, and then have like this kind of journaled in, and that one can be super simple. So that's one down. These we can figure out later. Like they might go in a let me get a bunch of these folders out. They could go in this layout, or if they don't make it in this layout, then I'll just add them to my Project Life stuff. So there's number one. Okay, number two. Number two, let's do the story. Let's wait for a second there because I feel like I need some patterns. So this one I'm thinking I'm going to do in my one little word. So we'll do self-care for one little word. This can be care story kit. In my one little word journal. And I think what I'll do is set this up so that it's just one side. And maybe 4 separate cards. So we could go like every little thing is gonna be all right. And then do like a photo there of whatever. Maybe I'll find 5 things that represent self-care, and then do self-care 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right? And then this can be a pattern with, I'm thinking with these, like I can do that and maybe have one flying off. That could be kind of pretty. And then that means that I can take this card and cut it in half and then use the other half for something else. Like maybe for something over there. Okay. Right, so this is going to be, whoops. Okay, pattern. So again, a really, really simple layout that uses a few of the supplies, but that mostly focuses on the story. Like this is going to be a really good opportunity to sit down and just kind of do some writing about self-care. What does that look like right now? You know, what do I want it to look like right now? That kind of a thing. The other one, the other story that I had over there, you know, things I care about, things I care less about, that is another great writing opportunity. And I feel like this kit in particular has a lot of story prompts that lend themselves to that, to having more, just more writing in general. Okay, so next, I'm thinking these could go together nicely. Is carrying a bit less stuff. This one, the story. I don't know what else to put with you because I feel like this is incomplete. You know what? Maybe. I'm going to think about that still more. Think harder. And actually, you know what? That might be what it needs, because this doesn't necessarily need that. Okay, so keep that over there still. All right, so this one, let's do a 3x8 with this. And what we'll do is, I kind of want to do a waterfall of sorts, but I don't have, so if we're doing a 3x8, how tall does that make you? You are 6. Because I kind of want you to, okay, maybe I have an idea. I might need some pattern paper though. So we'll go through pattern paper here in a second. That's going to be 3x8. I'm thinking you're going to be big, big, probably big. Let's sketch out what I got here since it's in my brain. So this one's going to be for Izzy, and we'll call this Be Kind to Yourself from Care Story Kit. For this one, I'll probably do letter writing to Izzy. So I'll write her a letter. I always welcome the opportunity to write her letters. And if that's what her entire album is, then that's what her entire album is. But I love that kind of storytelling of, you know, conveying to her some of my thoughts or my feelings and that sort of thing. So I think what I'm going to do, so let's pretend this is a 6x8 layout. I really like these layered together. So this is the vellum hearts with this like title heart. Maybe I would do it this way. Right, so like layered together with this like caring deeply. I think that's really pretty, and that could just go on a photo. So let's do like a full page photo. And then I want to do this like heart quote. And then have the vellum. And then the other vellum. And then the chipboard that says caring deeply. Okay, with the photo up on top. And then on this side, I think what I'll do is maybe like trim this down a little bit so that it goes up here at the top and round off the corners. Right, so this will be like the be kinder to yourself. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then to do like a letter writing underneath it. And to just use this as a prompt. Use that as a jumping off point to, for writing to her. Like, this made me think of her, you know, to be kinder to yourself and then let your kindness flood the world. When I drop Izzy off at school every day, we say the same mantras. So I'll say, today I'm going to, and then she'll say, work hard. And then I say, today I'm going to, and she'll say, have fun. And then I say, but most importantly, today I'm going to, and she'll say, be kind. Because what I want her to carry on through her life is that there is nothing more important than being kind to people. That is our legacy that we leave on this world, is the kindness that we've shown to people, and in doing so, the impact we've had on their lives. So this is a great opportunity to write that to her, you know, to tell her that. So that's what this is going to be. Ooh, quiche and salad. Have a good dinner, Mag. Thanks for stopping by. That sounds delicious. I'm a little jealous. All right, so that is this one. For Isabella. All right, next. Let's do handle with care for Jojo Boy. So this one I'm thinking to do just one side. It doesn't have to be a big old long story. And I'm actually planning to do an album about the wedding, like about going to Mexico, the vacation, the wedding, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it in a 10 by 8. Is my plan. I have not made a sheet yet for a 10 by 8 album size. But this could be one that I could put in there. Or could be one that I put in his album. That remains to be seen. So this will be Care Story Kit. Okay, so this I want to do ring bearer. I think I spelled that wrong. Whatever. So for him, I'm thinking I want to do a photo. It'll be a photo from the wedding, so I don't know what that's going to look like at this point. But if I can try to get a photo of him where there is some like white space down here at the bottom, like maybe it's him coming down the aisle or something and there's a bunch of space here, I would love to fussy cut out this handle with care, which won't be that hard because it is a rectangle, and just have that as an embellishment here. Right, handle with care. And then to do underneath that, this big love for this. So we'll just say big love. And then to maybe have some journaling under that. And then the hearts can go, I don't even know where, but we'll just kind of like pretend that we know where they're going to go, you know, and kind of have them like something like that, you know, where they're just kind of sporadically on the page. So I think that will work for a Jonah story. So we're going to take this card and turn the card into an embellishment rather than a journaling card. And sometimes that works. Yes, Caleb, it is a beach wedding. So they're getting married on the ocean beach on the side of Cancun, which is that the Gulf side? I'm pretty sure it's the Gulf side. I don't know. I haven't even looked. But yes, beach wedding. So it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be just beautiful. Okay, this one I'm going to save for last. This is that Project Life. Next, let's do this Caring Deeply. And this didn't print all the way correctly, my page, but that's okay. We're going to use it as it is. So this is going to be Caring Deeply. This is the Care Story Kit. And we're going to put this in the pocket page notebook. I want to tell a story about what it looks like in our family to care deeply for each other. So what does that look like, you know? So I'm thinking what we'll do is in the pocket part, we'll put these big butterflies. I cannot, I just need to sketch up, whatever. So butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. And then here will be the caring deeply, what does this say? Care for each other. Right, so then we'll go butterflies up. And then I'll probably do my photo over here. And then on this side, I'll put this wood veneer. Right, and then just kind of just long form, write it out. That's what I like to do in that album. It's just write a lot. And that should be good. The only thing is I might want some pattern paper with this one as well. So maybe I'm going to leave this out and look for some pattern paper that can go with this one and this one, so that it feels a little bit more complete. I guess what I'll do for now is stick that in there, but I'm not going to put it in the done pile. I think it's going to need some pattern. All right, now that leaves me with a couple of bigger layouts. Let's figure those out. So do I want to do anything in a 6x12? Maybe this. Do I have, yes, handle with care. Again, it could probably use some pattern. Then what I was thinking is it's making just some circles. Although I like this to be a big circle. So what if I just grab out, this could be risky. We'll see. We'll see what we think. So I'm thinking if I punch this into a circle that says paying attention, and it's not quite 3 inches, but that's okay. Meaning the card is a little less than 3 inches. So let's just punch that out and go for it. Why not? Okay. Then I was thinking I could take my stamp set and create a pattern with it to finish the other side of the circles. Some of these probably need to go off too, you know? This one would almost need something in the middle of it. What are we saying? Are you making the sheet before your December daily foundation pages start? I can. You know, let me put that on a list of things to do because I didn't even think about that until we're doing this right now. So let me write that down to make one. Yeah. I am actually eventually going to reformat them all to fit inside of this album. Let me show you this. I got a bunch of these from Allie's website. Okay, I just dropped it all. But I got a bunch of these from Allie's website, and I might actually get one more. I feel like I had a reason for it. I'll remember that eventually. But this is her story planner, which are just these little tiny albums. They are, what, like 7¼ inches by 9 inches. And they're really, really, really on sale right now. So I thought maybe what I could do, and they come with dividers in them. So I was like, what I could do is designate these for specific like projects. So I could have one that's for Project Life. I could have one that's for like current Story Kit Crush kits. And then I could have one that's for past Story Kit Crush kits because I am working on the newer kits, but I still have a whole collection of the old ones. And come 2022, one of my goals is to get through as many of those as possible. So I'm going to double up on some of my Story Kit Crush stuff. And I feel like I had another thing that I was like, ooh, I should think about doing one for that too. I don't remember what it was. But I'm going to reformat them so that they actually fit in a page like this. So I can store them in a little notebook if I want to. So I haven't totally thought everything out yet, but I'm toying with that idea right now of just making them a little bit smaller or just making them more compact. So instead of being like a big page, it would be a little bit wider and then a little bit shorter, you know? So these envelopes. So these come from scrapbook.com. Which are kind of my go-to now, especially now that Allie's not doing the plastic envelopes anymore. They're cardboard, which won't last in the same way. So these came from scrapbook.com, and they have all different kinds of sizes. This one is the 10 by 7, right? Yes, the 10 by 7, which is my favorite size because it fits the stuff in it for story projects that are outside of the page protector. So those fit in here pretty perfectly. I do also have the 13 by 13 for the larger projects as well. So those are kind of my two go-to sizes. How do you store your stamps after you finish? I tried a binder in bins, but it just became hard to find the stamps later. So I have mine in sleeves. So they're all in a sleeve, kind of like this one. This one's a bigger one though, but I have just a sleeve basically for all of them. And then they go into a bin based on the manufacturer and based on like alphabetically. So I have a bin that's dedicated to story stamps. I have a bin that's dedicated to stories by the month stamps. And then I have a bin that's dedicated to numbers, letters, and all that kind of stuff. And then I have one that is Feed Your Craft because I used to get a lot of Feed Your Craft stamps, and one that is like everything else. And I go through those and pare them down, like de-stash every once in a while too. Although I don't ever get rid of my story stamps. And this is a plan that I have for next year too, is to use my story stamps a little bit more than I do now because I pay for them, so I would like them to not be just in a bin all the time, right? All right, so this one, I'm just gonna go for it and put it too. Why not? And this is what I'm thinking for this, is to do some kind of like polka dotted thing, right? Also, speaking of stamps, I have, oh, does this have anything? Best, worst, pro, then, will, won't, hi, yep, nope. Oh, I kind of like yep and nope. So these ones are a little bit smaller. But I could fill this in with even more, you know? That could be kind of fun. This could be a home for a photo, potentially. So yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what I think about this. Maybe I'll put this in there and see if I can use it. The Care Story stamp can go in there as well. I think I'll use that to create a pattern up here. And then, yeah, let's make this a 6 by 12. That's more like embellishment heavy, not as photo heavy, I think. Okay, so we're going to go. I don't want to call this one Handle with Care too. So maybe I'll just call this like More Gently. Since this is really the inspiration piece, you know? And even, it's like I could even put this at the bottom. So it's not as much like the feature, it's kind of the afterthought down there. And then put these and fill in with more of those. I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll see if I like it or not. I mean, I'm going to make it regardless. We'll find out if it turns out to be something I like or not. Care Story Kit. Okay, so this one I want to talk about, I'm going to say paying attention to others. So I'm thinking like handle with care can go there. And maybe what I'll do is use this stamp and create a full page, like stamped background. We'll try that out. Why not? Okay, so then we'll do like the quote fabric circle. And then we'll do this like paying attention with the journaling in there. We'll put the like pattern. Which may or may not even need an embellishment, or not an embellishment, what I want to say, a photo. Like this could be a non-photo page even, you know, and put like maybe one of these pieces in it or something. And then we'll have like this, like, yep, I care. And we'll do something on the opposite side to make it a full circle. Same thing down here. We'll have this like pattern. And we'll do something to make it a full circle. So, I don't know. We'll just kind of fill it in with circles. That's kind of my idea. I don't know. We'll see. See how it feels. I mean, these could even go on the edge where they kind of go off. So, I don't know. It's playing with shapes a little bit, I guess. So we'll put this in with this. All those pieces. I'll put that in there too. And then this stamp, but I'm gonna keep that out for now until I decide if I want to use it for anything else. Okay, so that's going to be my 6 by 12 layout. I'm only going to do that one. Okay, let's see. What would this look like as a 9 by 12? So, no, you might need to be a 12 by 12 actually. Okay, let's do that. So for this one, we'll do a 12 by 12 layout. Nothing there. I think I will take, we'll call this, maybe currently, care, story, kit. Okay. So what I want to do is have like a photo with the word care at the bottom, and then to have the 5 vellum hearts, which are much bigger than I just drew them. And then to just use them as jumping off points, like prompts, to write out some journaling about currently. So like currently I care about this. Currently I'm taking care of you. Currently I'm handling this with care. Currently I am, self-care currently. Here's how I'm doing that. Currently I don't care about blank. So that is what I'm going to do with those. That will be my layout. And again, I might want some pattern paper to go with that, just as something like down the edge, like pattern. And then currently, so blah, blah, blah. And this will be hearts as prompts. Okay. So that will be this one, which I'm just going to set aside for the moment because I'll need that again. How many more do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left. Okay, this one. This take good care. So these, I am thinking of layering them up. Oh wait, 12 is there. Okay, layering them up like that. Honestly, this could be a 6 by 12 too. Maybe I'll do that. So, if we get like, no. Okay, so now we're gonna go this take good care. The question is, like, what could I, because I originally had that wood veneer piece over here, right? So someone who took time to care. Maybe. What if I did? So this says a story of someone who took time to care. I kind of like that. It's just a question of... You just ordered one of those binders. Yeah, they're like $5 or something, aren't they? Like they're super duper cheap. So I was like, this would be a great way to keep everything together. See, I did. I ordered a whole bunch of them. Probably gonna, and I have to remember what was I thinking for the other one. I don't remember. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try this. Although that's still not my favorite. What if I have some vellum somewhere? Do I have any just blank vellum? Yep, I do. Just to test this out. Okay, I think I might do that. So if I did like vellum through the middle, right, and then had this like chipboard piece. So vellum plus chipboard, and then we had these 6 pockets. And then inside of the pockets, to have that be like maybe like photo plus words. So just kind of like, I'm thinking almost like the Zubu page I did, where you just have things tucked inside of here. Maybe I'll do some tags, or maybe I'll do some, like some of these could go in potentially, and just have them sticking out to make them just filled little pockets. I think that would be super fun. So this I'm going to call Take Care. And taking care, right? So care story kit. Stories of people who did things. This is so vague. To show they care. So there might not even need to be photos. It could just be like little bits of words on tags even. So what I'm going to do is roughly cut this. Oh no. Roughly cut my page. Okay, so we'll roughly cut that. Add all this together. Put it with that. Okay, so you 3... I'm looking for something a little extra to go with you. So caring a bit less. Traveler's notebook. I think this would make a good traveler's notebook. Like not. Well, this says caring a bit less, caring a bit less, caring a bit less, and the orange, and this pink butterfly. That's a lot of color. So what if, actually, maybe not traveler's notebook. What if we combined all of this and we did, okay, I got an idea. So let's Gucci you on over. So that you essentially fit like that. Oh wait, no, you have an extra. There's an extra little bit. Okay, so if we put you in the middle, like so, put that in the middle. I did a layout in the summertime on a 12 by 12 that I used, that I just made kind of like a grid. And I'm thinking I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to do that again because I really, really, really liked the design. So care a bit less. Care story kit. Okay, so for this one, what we'll do is we'll have a photo that is essentially like that. And then on this, we can put this caring a bit less. And then underneath that, to do the 3 journaling cards. So one that's a quote, one that is got the butterfly, and then with the orange pattern, and then one that says, you know, caring less, whatever, and then with some journaling in there. And then I can stitch around the outside of it. I literally did that. I'm just scrap lifting myself right here. That's what I'm doing because I really liked that one. Haven't done it in a while. It was back in July, so whatever. And calling that good. I like that. That gives me a way to use up all of those pieces. Put a little bit of journaling on there. When it comes to photos with a lot of these stories, I'm not necessarily going to look for like I could be very literal and go take a picture of the things that I am trying to care less about right now. Or I could just take a picture of something that I'm trying to care more about so that it has like it like counters what I'm talking about. So maybe it's a picture of, you know, spending quality time with my family. And that is the feature photo. And then underneath that is, you know, here's what I'm trying to care less about right now so that this is happening more, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go through my photos and try to find stuff that helps me tell those stories. Okay, so we've got you need pattern, you need pattern, you I think might need pattern. Although, let's see what I have in Project Life right now. So for Project Life, I have 1, 2 cards. I've got because I'm thinking, what if instead of making this a separate thing, what if this was part of Project Life? This is part of Project Life. This could be an embellishment that I cut out to use for Project Life. So could this, actually. The time for deep care is now. So those could become embellishments. These are 3 journaling cards, 4 journaling cards, and 1 more journaling card. So I think all of this I'm going to do with Project Life. And then I've got some chipboard pieces. So letting this one go, taking care of stuff. Nope, I don't care. The story. Taking great care. And fight the things that you care about. That could also go over there. And what was this? This one I used a chipboard piece also. Is anything else I want to put in there? I don't think so. Okay, so I think that will be good. So this can be Project Life. For probably 2021 at some point, no idea when. Care story kit. I have so much to catch up on for my Project Life. So much to catch up on. Okay, so this I'm just going to put in the main envelope. And I'm also going to stick in my tiny phrase stickers, the puffy heart stickers, and then the remaining bits and pieces of the cork. Do I have a tiny? I do. I'm going to stick those in this little, I have this itty bitty pouch that I got from, like something came in it. And it's really nice for these tiny things because it's just tiny. So we'll put those in there. This will give me plenty of storytelling stuff. This may be the kit that I use for the week of the wedding, potentially. Just because the colors are really pretty and I think it'll go nicely with what we're wearing and all of that. So it could be this one. We'll see though, because there could be a better fit. Who knows? And then the stories haven't happened yet, so we don't really know. You know? That's that. Okay. Now, caring deeply, I wanted potentially some pattern paper. So let's look through some pattern papers to add to these. And then that's going to complete the story planning. Let me put all this back. Over there. And then let me grab out my pattern paper envelope. See what we got. Oops. All right, so, oh, binder, Paula, I have, yeah, Allie did a story, it's like a story binder, and she is like, they're getting rid of them, so they're on super clearance, and I purchased some to use for next year for all my planning stuff to help keep it all together, you know? All right, so let's see here. I've got, I don't even know what papers to use. So I've got this Caring Deeply, and I think I want something to go up behind it. It's going to go on, what is this? You know, like that could be really pretty in with these things. Let's do that. I like that. That's really pretty. Okay, one. Next. I don't really want to take all this out. So I've got, for this one, I wanted something to go between photo and hearts. So let me see. Although you're not big enough anyway. What did I want? Oh, this could be tags. Okay, so paper for tags, paper for something in between. That's going to be that. Okay, so tags. Let's see what I got. Potentially that could be okay. I think those are too brown. So maybe not that. And I'm like, maybe not that side, but this side has like pink lines that could be good for the back side of the tags, you know, to be able to write some text on them. That's kind of too purple. So no to you. Maybe this one. That one's actually not too bad. So we'll pull that out. New. I've got like an orange. It's not too bad. No to all that. No. There's not really any blue. So I'm thinking, let me go back to my florals. All right, so what do I have back here? It's kind of bright. Maybe. Maybe not. Some of these have too much like other color in it. You know, like that's got too much purple in it. I don't like it with those. So that's a no. Okay, I might just have to use what I got there. Okay. Okay, so for this one I kind of like for making tags, but not the back, because the back has this purple color, which isn't right. You know, the pink lines are good though. But I could use some of the orange, that would work. I could use some of this pink, I think that would work fine. And even this kind of pink I think would be fine too. And then this one, I might use this as my in-between. So what I'm gonna do, this is a very, very old paper from Paige Evans. It's the Horizon collection. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cut off a 2-inch piece to throw in with my stuff. And this one has kind of a purpley tone too, but I can live with it. I need, let me get a couple of these bigger ones. So that's that, which is going to go with this one. Okay. So there is that. Next, I've got this one, which what I'll do with this one is just kind of like cut it in half. Technically, that would be Traveler's, you know, the Traveler's notebook size. That is so pretty. Okay, so that's going to be good there. I think maybe I'll add some of this to the other one too. Because it's got more of the right colors. It's got the pink, it's got some orange. Doesn't have any white, but that's okay. So I mean, the pink is still really not even that right, but that's okay. So what if we did, I think I'll just put this in, I'm gonna just trim off a piece of that. Some orange. And then worst case, if I end up not liking any of these, what I could do is do some jelly plating. You know, that would always work too. So for this one, I'm going to cut off a piece and then trim it like in half. So this is what I'm thinking that I could use to make tags, and that would give me lines to write in. Okay. And that can all go here and here. Here. Put this in the big envelope. I'm going to put this back in the one that I was thinking of stamping the whole page. Whichever one that was. Let's put that away and that away. I don't need this or that. Or those. Okay. So, or that. All right. You were not the one, right? No. Okay, so there's two. And we've got 3. Project Life. 4. Was it you? Might have been you. No, I wrote right next to it, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it was you. Yeah, it was you. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Project Life. That's what we've got. So that is going to complete my story planning for today. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go pick up my daughter from school, and then when we come back home, I'm going to pull together some words and some photos to put together 2 of these layouts. I'm thinking what I'm going to do for that, like I think I might do the one little word page, and the one to Izzy I really like, but I want to take some time with that one. So I might do that one when I come back from Mexico. Same with that. That's after Mexico. What is this one? Care a bit less. Maybe I'll do that one. The one that I'm scraplifting myself. Or that one just because I like it. Okay. Because it makes me feel excited. All right, so that's going to be the plan. So I'm going to come back after I get her, put together words and photos, and then when we come back tonight at 7:30, for any of you who are able to make it, I'm going to put those 2 together, and then that will be my story kit crush for this week and next week. So that'll be that. All right, friends. Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I plan these stories out. It's always a process, but it gives me such a solid direction to move in after I've got this part done. Like, this is the hardest part, and sometimes for me the more creative part, because you're having to come up with how to use things to tell stories, right? But so I enjoy it, but it does take some time. So I appreciate that you guys hung out with me while I did that. All right, well, I will either see you tonight or I will see you tomorrow again at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to be going through Halloween and Christmas and switching everything out. And then I'll be gone after that. So that's that. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening, whatever it is for you. And I will see you guys soon. All right, bye, friends.